Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, where I blog about all the things that I have learned from and about the tarot cards. I review tarot decks and tarot books. I also make videos via this YouTube channel all about tarot, different spreads, all of that. I also read tarot cards for a living, and I also teach and mentor students who are interested in learning tarot. I've also written a book about how you can enhance your readings using storytelling techniques. Anything of this that interests you, the links are in the description that accompanies this video, so totally go check it out. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, sign up for my newsletter, all that good stuff. Now, in this video, I'm going to be doing the monthly prediction kind of a thing, where, using all the signs, the 12 zodiac signs, we see what lies ahead for them. My suggestion to get the most out of this video or these sort of readings is to look for not just your sun sign, but if you know your moon sign, if you know your ascendant sign, then look for that as well, and kind of combine those readings together to get a more, as much as possible, I mean, as good as can be, a more reading that is more applicable to you personally. All right, so without any further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so now water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So let's begin with Cancer. There you go. Oh, come on. These cards sometimes can be so difficult to... All right, Cancer. 3 of engines reversed. Okay, now engines in this deck is wands, right? 3 of engines is reversed. Look at the upright. It's a very beautiful card. There's this guy in his vehicle, and he's going this way or that way, whatever. The point is, he's going down that road and he's going pretty quick and fast. Things are moving swiftly for him. However, in the reverse, this guy, I think this imagery is inspiring me in a very different way. You are a little confused this month, Cancer. You are confused which direction to head onto. You're confused about where you're going and what you're doing. And top of everything else, things aren't necessarily working out for you, whichever direction you head out into. So, it's going to be a month of a little bit of, sort of, I would say, energy that you will expend in various directions that may or may not amount into anything after all. And you'll be like, I did all this and nothing came out of it, and I did all that and nothing came out of it. But you'll try this and you'll try that, and maybe something somewhere that you did might eventually lead to something. But this month, you're going to be hard pressed to decide which of your efforts are going to actually lead to a tangible result. But I'm not trying to discourage you here. But what I'm trying to say is, maybe even if you try 50 different things, and maybe 40 of them may not work out, the remaining 10 will. So, but the point is, unless you try all the 50, you're not going to be trying those 10 which are going to work out. And again, that's just a random set of numbers that I picked up. Okay, so the point is, keep trying. Even if it may not give you results right away, that is okay. Eventually, the ones that are going to work out will work out, and your efforts in that particular situation will pay off. Okay, so don't let the energy of this month frustrate you and get you down. Just keep at it and you'll be fine eventually. Let's look at the Lenormand. You have your heart, happiness, joy, heart, all of that, and you have the bouquet. So heart and bouquet. Well, at least one department seems to be going just fine for you. Cancer, this month is going to be great in the romance department. You will have a lot of happiness and joy in the love area of your life. If you are in a relationship, you're really gonna have a really happy day, happy month, happy moments, really joyful, loving moments coming your way that make you feel really happy. If you're single, if you're looking for a relationship, that sort of a thing, if you're looking for a relationship, being single, then it is likely that you will be, you will have a very interesting encounter this month, which will make you very happy. I don't know if something comes out of it, being seeing as to how the energy of the month is, but at least you'll meet someone, or you may meet, hang out with people that make you really happy. Also, if a relationship is not the focus or priority of your, for you right now, this card, heart, is also joy and happiness. Bouquet is also joy, satisfaction, success, happiness. So what I see here is, if relationship is not the thing, remember I said, out of the 50 things, the 10 things that will work out really well. That is what it says. Something, whatever that works out, it will be so amazing, so beautiful, so it will please your heart in such an amazingly lovely way. You'll be like, oh my God, all the other extra effort that I put in for other things, and which didn't amount to anything, it is all worth it in the end, because this thing worked out, and it is something that's giving me so much joy, so much happiness, so much pleasure, so much satisfaction, a sense of achievement, right? So even if in this month you are running around back and forth trying to do this and that, this and that, this and that in various different directions, and you don't know how it all ends up, and you're not sure about which effort is going to pay off, the effort that does pay off will pay off really brilliantly well, and you will be very, very extremely satisfied. There will be a great sense of accomplishment and happiness and pleasure at that particular thing. And if you're in a relationship, you're looking at some really lovely moments spent with your loved one. If you're single looking for a relationship, at least you will get a very good time with people that you love or like or enjoy their company. And, if relationship is not the focus, then, I already said all that. I tend to be a little repetitive, do I? Okay, but this is a very interesting combo for you guys, Cancer. Okay, next up is Scorpio. Okay, then, Scorpio, you get the Navigator of Submersibles in the reverse. Now, in this deck, this is a court card. The Navigator represents, I believe, the Knights. So we have Knight of Cups. This is the correlating or corresponding traditional tarot card. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Now look at the image. This guy is traveling on, I don't know if these are, this is like a regular ocean or sea, right? I don't think that this is a very turbulent sea. It's regular ocean waves, and he's traveling like this in the middle of the night. And look at him, he's got all his equipment and stuff sort of set up on his boat, and he's observing the night sky, and he's sort of studying while he's at it. So not only is he traveling on that boat and having a good time, but he's also doing some research, some study, and some very, very intricate sort of thing. So it's more like work and pleasure sort of put together kind of a journey. So, but it is, don't forget, this card came up reverse. So Scorpio, if in this month of February you are trying to combine work and pleasure together, you might find yourself in a little bit of hot water. I can't help myself but use these water analogies with this thing showing up, so forgive me. But if you're trying to say, all right, I'm going to head on, go off on this mini vacation with my girlfriend, and at the same time, I'm also going to go attend this little seminar thingy, and just, just maybe it's just a 2-day thing, she can do her thing and I'll do my thing. And then the rest of the week is ours. Again, this is just an analogy that I'm using. But the point I'm trying to make is combining work and pleasure is going to end up creating problems for you this month. Scorpio, find a way to focus on your work, and that time just focus on your work. Find a way to focus on the fun part of your life or the regular everyday part of your life, and don't mix your work in that. In short, don't bring your work home and don't bring your home at work. That's it. That's all I have to say. Now let's see what the Lenormand cards have to say. Ooh, we have the sickle or the scythe card. But again, this was this side. And then we have the garden. So there are going to be, garden is all about circles or friends or social circles. And scythe talks about, especially scythe is all about cutting and sharp words and sharp stuff, right? Or, it's like something that happens real quick, but it's like a cut. Again, had this been on this side of the garden, it would be different meaning. It's on this side. On the left, so whatever is on the right of the scythe is something that you are going to harvest. So what I'm trying to say here is you have to, make that clean sort of cut between your personal and your social life, between your work and your personal life. All of these different areas of your life need to be very sharply separated from each other. Because if you mix it, you will find, and sharp words will be spoken in your friend's circle, that you might find yourself on the receiving end, perhaps, of some really sharp words spoken by some friends and people you know. So be careful. You're mixing it up. It's not going to go down well. Okay, Scorpio? Be ready for February. Next up is Pisces. Pisces. Here we go. Pisces gets the Ace of Submersibles. Pisces, you guys are all water people. And apart from Cancer, who got the Engines card, the rest of you are getting the water card. This is so cute. Okay. The Ace of Submersibles. This is interesting. This is the corresponding card for this in your traditional tarot is Ace of Cups, right? So this is where in this particular deck, this submersible is kind of, it's launching its journey. It's the beginning of this journey. There's this month of February is going to be a beginning of a very deep and meaningful emotional sort of journey for you guys. February is going to be a month where you will really find yourself surrounded by emotions. Now, like I said, mostly happy, but some of them are not happy feelings, but they will be there. There is a mixed bag, Ace of Cups or Ace of Submersibles, whichever way you see it. It's always, feelings are a mixed bag, right? Like I said, it will be mostly happy, so that's that, but it will also be heavily emotional, and some sad sort of feelings might show up too. My point is, it's going to be an overly emotional month. Why overly? Because it's an ace. It's all over the place. It's a beginning. So there's no control. There is no harnessing this energy. And already y'all are water people. So your emotions are the one energy that kind of runs you. So be aware of this as you go through the month of February. Emotions are going to be both the source and also, the source of your strength, also the place where you might find yourself weak. So be aware of this. Okay, Pisces? Now let's see what shows up in the Lenormand. We have the ship that travels on water. This is your journey. and we have whip. So there's a lot of, whip talks about something that happens back and forth repeatedly. And with the ship, we, like I said, we have journeys. And again, this ace or this submersible is kind of launching its journey. Remember I told you that? What I see is there might be some back and forth traveling for you guys. There might be some repetition of the same sort of journey again. Something that's been like, that goes on over and over, and you're like, what the hell? There might be a little, maybe, angry travel, because whip is also a little angry. So we are talking about a journey of anger, feelings. You're going to be all in your feelings this month, I'm just saying. So there might be, maybe the back and forth sparks the anger, sparks the emotional sort of outburst-ish thing. Whatever it is, try to find your center, try to be calm, okay? You might find yourself taking, like, for instance, if you went somewhere to get some work done, and that's a bit of a travel, there's a bit of a journey there, maybe some of the work gets done, but then you got to come back again 2 days later or whatever and finish off the rest of it, and you're like, man, and that little bit will be literally a little bit, but you'll have to travel all over again, back and forth for that. It could be very well that, or there might be some, there might, and it might make you a little upset, a little angry, but overall, this is your month of February. It's all in your feelings, it's all about your feelings. So just be aware of this, try to be as centered, as calm as you can, and try to look at it from a perspective of distance, maybe a little bit. Maybe that might help you find some peace. Okay, so Pisces. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if any of this resonated with you, I would love it if you come back and put a little comment for me, down in the comment section, and let me know if, what I said in this video made sense to you. Also, if you guys are interested in sort of getting a daily read at what's going on, the energy of the day, that sort of a thing, you can totally follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, where I have a sort of a card a day thing going on. That way you can get your daily tarot fix. Every month I use a different deck, so you get to see a different deck as well every month. Isn't that interesting? Anyhow, if you guys also are interested in any rest of the other stuff that I do, and you want to sort of have a central place to keep track of all my doings, then sign up for my monthly newsletter. There's some exclusive content in there which doesn't show up on any other social media where I put stuff out. So, and all these links are in the description. You want to order a reading, you want to have a specific question that needs answering, that really needs a deeper sort of look. We are the Tarot and Lenormand cards. You can book a reading. Again, all these links are in the description that accompanies this video. Take a look, sign up, and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video, and all that good stuff. I will see you again next week with yet another video. Until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye now.